That's not my normal car. That's another loaner. So my car's in the shop again, getting the steering wheel straightened. Yeah. So black car drama. All right, so that's not my car. It's a new loaner. 2019 Porsche Cayenne. You say it like how you would say the hot pepper. But since it's a German car, I'm sure it has nothing to do with the hot pepper. But check this sucker out. It's all murdered out or criminal spec, whatever. It's black trim, blacked out crazy 22-inch wheels. It's all black, V6 twin turbo, and check this out. I was like, blacked out spec exhaust. Okay, so this one has a lot of the same effects as the other car. These little vents open and close as you're driving, same with in the radiator. That way it's more efficient for cooling. The car's got a pretty big lift, it's high off the ground. Now, interior wise, it's not too much different, but this one was not as easy to drive as the last one I drove, because it's a bigger car and I don't like bigger cars. I like my little 911, but once you get inside, it's nice. I mean, this is beautiful. Beautiful inside, beautiful Porsche steering wheel. This actually feels manly. I like the little rough grip on these little buttons. Starting it up, it's not a big deal. Let's watch it. It's keyless. Keep the music down. Now, I don't know how to work this infotainment system at all. Like, how did I... Okay. All right, some of it's pretty easy, but a lot of it is complicated to me as they've changed it through the versions. I like how it's got the clock, but this car does not have a Sport Chrono package. It's a base model, but the base models do come with like leather parts and leather seats, but this is all plastic. Versus leather. The wheel is leather. The wheel's got a lot of functions on it, and you know, like little kid fits in the back. He likes the car. Now, is it my favorite spec? No, because I would have a glass sunroof. Remember, we reviewed a Macan that had that. Now, how does it drive? It drives like a bigger Porsche should. It's smooth and quiet on the road. Let's go. So in traditional Porsche style, it has the seating position sort of like a 911. Well, okay, not really. But the seats, no. It's a Porsche though. It is bigger, wider than the Macan, which is something that I just trying to get used to as I drive it. But the interior is so quiet in comparison to the other Porsches. Even though this one has sport exhaust, it doesn't actually have a button for the exhaust, but it does have a sport button to put it in sport mode, which probably activates the transmission and the mapping for the throttle. The car drives good, but it is a turbo car, and this car has turbo lag, which I was really sad to announce, but it's pretty minor. And I will say that another feature this car has, which is actually a plus, so a lot of the cars have the auto stop, auto start feature. Because of the bigger engine in here, when you do take your foot off the brake from a stop, when the engine starts, it pulls the car forward ever so slightly, giving you that natural feel for the car. And it drives on the freeway like I would want it to drive. Like, I loved that Macan that I had for a while. It drove wonderful on the freeway, and this Cayenne is the same. Now this car features a Bose audio system, which we're not going to really demonstrate for you because I don't have any music license to be able to play for you, but it's sufficient. Now, how much did this car cost? Well, this particular model is $80,000. I think the base model starts out at 60 something, and then there's all the add-ons. Now, the wheels are a very expensive add-on. I believe they're a $6,300 option for these black 22-inch wheels, and they just definitely make the car look very gangsta. Now, I would say this is the ultimate grocery getter soccer mom car, or soccer dad car. Actually, I really like this car. I like the Macan too. And as you know, I have that little Mercedes, and nothing competes to being in tight parking like that little Mercedes. But what Porsche has done is these cars have surround view. So there's a 360 camera that goes all the way around, and I'll demonstrate that for you in parking, which totally makes up for the fact that this is a much larger car, and I just don't like parking or driving in tight places with larger cars. But they've fixed it for me and for other people who just don't like driving bigger cars. So here we'll pull up here to parallel park. Parallel parking. Well, I'm cheating because there's so much space. But so I'll put it in reverse, and there you go. So you got your instant 360 view overhead and the back view, and so you can just go, oh, and you can see voila, and that was easy, legit. Or you can go to be even tighter, but it's all good. I don't want to road rash these wheels. So I'm very thankful for these cameras. It is a little weird, this shifter, because that's drive, this is park. That was a little weird for me. The guy had to explain it to me, and I'm very thankful that he did. And of course, this is the parking brake. Easy operate. The infotainment system, I can't be more helpful because it would take time, and I just have this car for a night, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this car. My black Porsche's in the shop. We're getting the steering wheel straightened. They did the alignment, but someone didn't pay attention to how the steering wheel was straight or crooked, so they're redoing it for free. And yeah, I don't know. So I'll get that back, and we'll make more videos of that. And it is the white car. So, premium SUV. This is a nice one. I give it credit. I really like the trim, the fit and finish, and it looks like $1 million. Oh wait, it is an expensive car. It's just really nice. Now, a funny thing I didn't know is my old boss, the guy who used to be the CEO of where I worked, he has one of these. And when I learned about it, I asked him how it was, and he said he loves it. He just really likes the way they drive. And I agree. So if you're in the market for one of these and you want something that is different and sportier, Porsche is very good. Now, one of the things that I don't talk about much is the dealership. Now, in Hawaii, the dealership is one of the better dealerships because, you know, Porsche cars cost more, the service there costs more. But at the dealership here, I mean, I don't know if they just take care of me because I go there enough and they know me, but I think they take good care of everyone. They're all car guys. Everybody I've talked to is into cars, they're into Porsches, they're all excited to own one. Almost all of them own a Macan or a Boxster or a Cayman. They just love the brand, they love the cars, so they're really passionate about the cars. And so when I come there and I start asking them stuff and talking stuff, they're into it. I remember when I had my Honda and I would go talk to them, they're like, yeah. And I'm like thinking to myself, probably none of these people even own a Honda, and Hondas aren't expensive. But, or they just didn't care. That's really what it came down to. But the dealership, the Porsche Hawaii people, they really care. The sales guy is always just like looking out for me, giving me good advice. The service advisors are really knowledgeable. Now that black car, that car was purchased new at that Porsche dealership before it was called Porsche Hawaii, when it was owned by this McKenna family. And so they've serviced that car since day one, and they know it. And they have a specialized service technician who's worked there for a long time, and he's worked on that car since it was new, so he knows it in and out. So it's kind of funny when I bring the car back and I'm like, hey, can you look at this? He's like, oh, we were talking about that a year ago. Good thing you're taking care of it. So it's all good. Total squirrel from this beautiful car. Just kind of a mini review. I'm not the best person on car reviews, but I'll end with some pictures of the car. I really like it. But my personal taste is not big cars. But if you are looking for a premium SUV that is sporty, you know, hopefully this information was helpful to you. Till next time, aloha, enjoy.